Hello students, let us start a new lesson. The name of the lesson is The Mission Stops. So, the mission stops describes a world in which almost all human beings have lost the ability to live on the surface of the earth. Okay, so the mission stops describes a world in which almost all human beings have lost the ability to live on the surface of the earth. Each individual lives in an isolation, in a cell with all bodily and spiritual needs made by the omnipotent global machine. Thus, humans welcome the development. Okay. So, in this chapter, we see there are only two characters in the lesson. So, what are the main characters we see in this particular chapter? The first character is Vasti, and second one is Kuno. Okay, Vasti is Kuno's mother. So they do not live together. One lives in the underground, whereas the other lives in an airship. In this airship, there is no room. So that is hexagonal in shape. Like a cell of the bee, there is no windows nor lamp. Still, it is filled with a soft radiant. There is no opening for ventilation. Still, the air is fresh. There are no musical instrument. Still, you can hear the melodious voice. An armchair is in the middle of the cell, in the center of the cell, and on which a white-faced lady can be seen. You can see it in the picture. Okay. So, the cell belongs to her. That means the cell is belong. The hexagonal cell is belong to her. Her name is Vasti. Okay. So we can start the chapter. The mission stops. Imagine if you can a small room, hexagonal in shape, like the cell of the bee. It is lighted either by window nor by lamp, yet it is filled with a soft radiance. Okay, we have seen, I have already explained that. There is no light or the lamp or the soft radiance, but it is everywhere, it is filled with a soft radiance. There is no opening for ventilation, yet the air is fresh. There is no musical instrument, yet at this moment you can hear the throbbing with a melodious sound. So there is a soft melodious sound. An armchair in the center, and who is sitting in an armchair? A lady with and that is the only one furniture we can see in that cell. Okay. And the armchair, there is a swaddled lamp. Swaddled means a tightly wrapped cloth she is wearing. And she is very fair. A woman about 5 feet high. With a face as white as fungus. She is very fair and she is sitting on an armchair. And it is to her that the little room belongs. So that cell is belong to this particular lady. An electric bell rang. The woman touched the switch and the music was silent. So she suddenly, one electric bell rang and she touched the switch, and again the music was silent. I suppose I must see who it is. Okay. She thought and set her chair in motion. The chair, like the music, was worked by mechanically, and it rolled her to the other side of the room where the bell still rang importantly. Importantly means persistently, continuously. Okay. So while she was sitting on her armchair, the bell rang, and she moved in her armchair. She just pressed the button, and the chair moved the other side of the room, and where the bell rang continuously. So she wanted to see who it is. Who it is? She called. Her voice was irritable. Irritable means she was little irritated, angry. For she had been interrupted often. She told that I have been interrupted very often. Okay. So since the music began, she was thinking that she has been irritated because she had been interrupted often since the music was begun. She knew several thousand people in certain directions. Human communication had advanced enormously. So she can sit in her own cell and talk to different people in different places. Okay. So, but when she listened into the receiver, her white face, wrinkled into smiles. So just she listened to the receiver. She was she was feeling happy. Okay, and her white face, wrinkles lightened into smiles. She started to smile, and she said, "Very well, let us talk. I'll isolate myself. I will disconnect myself from others. I do not expect anything important will happen for the next 5 minutes." So, Vasti, the name of that particular lady is Vasti, and she told that when she opened she took the receiver, she told that I suppose anything important will not happen this coming 5 minutes. So I can give you that much time. For I can give you fully 5 minutes, Kuno. Then I must deliver my lecture on music during the Australian period. So after 5 minutes, I can give you only 5 minutes. She is talking to her son, Kuno. Okay. And after that, what I have to do? I have to deliver my lecture on Australian music. Okay. So she touched the isolation knob so that no one else could speak to her. So she just pressed the isolation button so that nobody else could interpret her, and she could speak to her son freely, and she could give that 5 minutes fully to him. Then she touched the lightning switches, and the little room was plunged into darkness. Okay, the room was completely dark and quiet. "Be quick," she called, her irritation returning. "Be quick, Kuno, here I am in the dark wasting my time." So she was little irritated after that because her son was going very slow, and she told, "Be quick, I have no time to waste." Okay, but it was fully 15 seconds before the round plate that she held in her hands began to glow. So you can also see it in the picture. There is a blue round plate. So that plate she held in her hands, and it began to glow. Began to glow means began to shine. A faint blue light shot across it, darkening to the purple, and persistently she could see the image of her son. So in that blue plate, the image of her son came, and she could see the image of her son who lived on the other side of the earth. So where the son was living, the other side of the earth, she could see and talk to him. And she could see her, and also he could see her. "Kuno, how so you are?" He smiled gravely. Gravely means seriously. Okay. So she was little irritated by the slow movement of her son. Okay, she wanted to talk as early as possible and finish it off. And what she wanted to do? She wanted to deliver a lecture to the Australian period. Okay, so next line. "Kuno, how slow you are." He smiled gravely. "I really believe you enjoy dwindling. Dwindling means moving very slow. I know that you are very slow and you like it also. Okay, who told this? Kuno, Vasti told her son. I have called you before, my mother, but you were always busy or isolated. I have something particular to say. So Kuno told to mother that I have called before, but you were always busy and you were isolated from me, and I have something particular. I have something special to tell you. What is it, dearest boy? Be quick. Why could you not send it by pneumatic post? That means, why did you send a SMS? Okay, you could have sent a message to me, no? Why did you call me? Because I prefer saying such a thing. I wanted to tell you and see you and talk to you. That is why I did not send the message. Well, okay. I want you to come and see me. Okay, what is the why the boy called the mother? He wanted his desire. The boy, he is telling his desire that I wanted to talk to you face to face, not by this machine. Okay, and I wanted to tell you something very particular. Vasti washed his face in blue plate. So Vasti washed his plate. We have seen in the Vasti is carrying a plate, blue plate, and he can on that face he can see his son's face also. So she was watching him. But I can see you, she exclaimed. But more do you want? What more do you want? I can see you on the blue plate. That's enough for me. I want to see you not through the machine, said Kuno. I want to speak to you not through the wearisome machine. Wearisome means boring machine. Okay. So what Kuno told her? He was little irritated with the behavior of his mother. He told that I want to talk to you face to face, and I am very tired of talking through this machine, a boring machine, and I want you to come to my place and we can talk to face to face talk, and we can talk to each other. Okay? You mustn't say anything against the machine. Why not? One mustn't. So mother was getting little irritated. She told that you could not say anything about the machine, and I love the machine. You talk as if a god had made the machine, cried Kuno. Kuno told that, do you think that God has made the machine? I believe that you pray to it when you are unhappy. Men made it. You know that God did not make the machine, but who made the machine? Men. The people made the machine. Men made it, do not forget. Great men, but men. Okay, I see. The machine is much, but it is not everything. Machine has its own positivities, potentialities, but it is not that a machine is not everything in our life. Okay, I see something like you in this plate, but I do not see you. I hear something like you through this telephone, but I do not hear you. So through the machine we cannot see face to face. He says exactly what he is feeling. His feelings he is telling his mother. But he says, I see you like your face on this particular plate, but I don't see you. I can hear you, but I cannot hear you very clearly. I hear something like you, but not fully, no. But what I have to do, I want you to come to meet me in my place. Pay me a visit so that we can meet face to face and talk about the hopes that are in my mind. So what the son is telling to the mother, Vasti, and he is telling again and again to come and pay me a visit so that we can talk face to face. Okay? She replied that she could scarcely spare the time for a visit. She told that I am unable to spend little time to come there to see you. Okay? The airship barely takes 2 days to fly between me and you. So how many days takes the airship to travel between the mother and son? It takes 2 days. Okay? I dislike the airship. Who told this? Vasti told that I don't like in traveling the airship. Okay? The son says, why? I dislike seeing the horrible brown earth and the sea and the stars when it is dark. I get no ideas in an airship. So I don't like watching the brown earth and traveling in the airship. So I am unable to come to your place and meet you. Okay, students. So half of the chapter I have completed the explanation of the chapter. I hope you have understood the chapter. So you can also go through the chapter, read the chapter very carefully and understand the meaning and write down the difficult words in your copy. Okay. Thank you for listening.